Welcome, guys, to another episode of the podcast. Here we have our friend Cinnedi.
Hello.
Tyler, aka
Hey, Komah.
Komah.
Yeah.
How are you guys?
Pretty good.
Good. How
Good.
are you?
I'm great. Happy to have you back here.
Thank
Can't
you.
wait to hear your stories from Tulum and all around
Yeah.
the Latin America party scene.
Fun.
Bro,
Yeah.
just so, well, they already know you from
Yeah.
the last podcast. Can you just give us a little bit introduction about yourself, bro?
My name's Tyler, as we did that. I used to DJ quite a bit in the scene here in PEI, and
Just get closer to him.
I used to run a night here called Rise Up, and so that was a monthly that we used to do. Me and my friend Stir Fry, and that we did that for probably 4 years or 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, and then so we did a monthly doing that, and then I did a lot of the festivals around the Maritimes.
The East Coast.
Yeah, the East Coast, and yeah, just really a part of the scene. I was a big part of helping out with Saturate Records, which is a label that I really liked.
Yeah, I'm gonna
And
touch
then,
that.
and they're based out of
later.
Germany. And then we had a sister label called Sound Museum, based out of Canada, like Alberta.
That's the shirt
here.
that you were wearing last Saturday?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that shirt, yeah, at the
Okay.
show, yeah.
Yeah.
And so
He came to me, he was like, I have a lot of these shirts. Do you want one?
Yeah,
I was
I have a
like,
whole
in,
box
the,
of them.
in the middle of, like, he never shuts up. Like, I'm, like, it's like we have the speaker here. He's like, like, bro, I cannot hear you, but yes.
Well,
I'm practicing my Spanish. Do you want to talk Spanish?
yeah.
Bro.
I'm excited about that.
Like, I cannot
I'm
hear
always
you
excited
right
about
now.
that. Yeah.
So funny.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But,
But yeah, so me and my friend used to do that, and before us there was Sean Campbell and his brother who used to do it Surreal, aka Surreal.
Yeah.
And so they did. I think it was called the Dub Brothers, but they did their nights, and then my friend Mike Fielding kind of took it over,
okay.
and then me and Stir Fry kind of took over the nights.
Yeah,
And-
everyone's kept kind of like passing the torch.
Yeah,
Torch,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So now not so much. Now it's you guys, and
And
yeah.
then there's
but I
gonna
love
be
coming to the shows. And
the young generation.
Yeah, yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's just- How do you guys met?
How did we meet? I don't remember the first moment we met, but it was definitely through the Future Forest kind of
scene.
crew. Yeah.
Yeah.
And through the scene. And we've been friends, honestly realizing probably 10 years,
Oh.
something like that.
Because, yeah, you would come to the shows.
I would come to the shows.
Yeah, and you got pretty interested, and
And then also I was
the rest is history. you know?
rest is history, and
You,
also
you used to DJ by then, and
I was DJing by then, yeah, but I was also doing more. I've changed brands
Yeah.
3 times now, but I used to do a brand called Kenny G, which is
Yeah,
kind of which is a funny story that
I almost called you that.
did you
Kenny
But I was
G.
like,
Kenny
maybe
G.
she
Sounds like
doesn't
Becky
want to be
G.
called that.
That's so funny.
Becky G.
And, yeah,
Kenny G.
I got told when I went to an agency that they were like, I love your branding, I love what you're doing, but your name cannot be Kenny G. There's already a Kenny G. You can't, even though it's spelled differently.
Yeah.
There's already a curly-haired individual that plays saxophone that is named Kenny G. You can't do it. So I had to change, and I wanted to do the change, and then I went mostly into dubstep and darker, really, really, as I talked last time, really, really dark music, and then needed that light energy change, so went back to house and kind of dark house, G house
Yeah.
kind of feel. But I did a show with Tyler. I think it was Catastrophe. I had a promotional company for dubstep in Halifax for a bit, and then we kind of did a collab show
yeah.
kind of thing in PEI is what I remember. But definitely, I always laugh about us at Valhalla, which was a festival in Montreal or Ottawa, Montreal,
Much,
something, in the
Quebec.
middle, Quebec, yeah,
Northern Quebec.
with shenanigans and silliness
that
happening.
was a good time.
That was a great time. And then just I've been friends ever since, and definitely more just because time and stuff like that, more reconnected the last little while, just out of needing to and all that kind of stuff. So yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
10 years of friendship or more, I guess.
We have definitely seen each other progress in different ways,
Yeah.
and what I also love is hearing about his traveling experience too, and the stuff that he's done.
Yeah, that's more with chef stuff.
Chef stuff, very true, very true. But also, I think we talk about it a lot, and like something that you also would understand is just like having the experience of travel and having the experiences, because sometimes like, and I want everyone to have those experiences because like sometimes you just have a different outlook on life, and I think we both
but there's
understand
not
that.
much people that are like open to do that kind of like traveling or
Yeah.
like, I mean, to each their own, right? But like I feel like you learn life more when you travel.
Absolutely. It's what we
It's
literally
very
talked
good
about.
for you.
Yeah. And sometimes it's kind of like finding people, like, especially in like PEI too, because of it being the small town mentality and things like that, that like don't always travel or want to leave the Maritimes or East Coast and stuff like that. And I was like saying to him like yesterday, being like, oh, I need another friend in like PEI that like completely understands like the traveling and stuff like that too.
100%.
But
Another thing traveling did was like, for me, was that like I have this appreciation for these places, and it's like you're looking at everything with new eyes.
Yeah.
And I try to have that same mentality with here too now, like as well. Like okay, we have cool things to see too in PEI in the summer.
Especially
like,
now that like the snow is
having that same
gone, the
mentality.
sun is out.
Yeah. Oh, it's a beautiful day out today.
Feels so different to be out at this time of the year that like whenever it's winter, like fuck.
oh my God, yeah.
Winter's a hard time.
Winter's a really hard time. I'm done.
And you're done. And
I'm
then
done.
you just came back from Mexico.
Yes, I did. So
How
yeah.
was it?
Oh my God, it's so fun. So what I ended up doing was I was invited. So I went to what was my winter plan? Okay, so I went December I started December into February. March. I can't remember. I was in Costa Rica, and then I met some really cool people from LA, and then they invited me to come play in LA, and then I did LA to Mexico, and then did Mexico for a month, which was like amazing.
Nice.
But yeah, it was a really, really fun travel experience, and I'm definitely kind of making it a ritual kind of thing for the winter time.
Yeah.
We'll go to different places. Like I want to go to Nicaragua, I want to go to Colombia, I want to do all that kind of stuff too. But definitely fell in love with Playa del Carmen.
Yeah.
That's where you're from, right?
Yeah, I'm from there.
Fell in love with Playa, but I also fell in love with Tulum. So it's like a battle right now about where I'm gonna end up staying.
It just depends. Like if you like actually to live the local lifestyle, I think it's better Playa, because like it's more like a city than Tulum, right?
Yes.
Tulum, you have the hotel zone, you have like the little supermarket there, and
then there's nothing else. Yeah, the shopping down in Tulum. I know that's like so off sidetrack, but like down at the beach, and it's just like all the shopping and the shops that you could do is crazy. But Playa has
so
like,
overpriced, like
so overpriced.
Like just literally, I had a friend, like one of my best friends, his sister owns a store there, and like Britney Spears and like people like that go by to her swimming suit store or a bathing suit store, and like she sells like just a top for like $1,000, $2,000.
Yeah,
like,
it's
just a top,
crazy.
and then it's
my friend bought. My best friend came down with me. Yeah, and she bought a bathing suit. I think it was like $400 US, and I was like, oh my goodness, yeah. So I fell in love with what I love about both areas and the difference of like Costa Rica and Mexico is like I actually found Costa Rica is like still a developing country, so there's still a level of stuff that actually isn't in Costa Rica yet. So having a little bit of like the progress that Mexico has was very, very nice. Not that I felt safer, but I more felt like, I could go to a Starbucks very easily and just go get a Starbucks or a 7-Eleven. Like, they have all the 7-Elevens in Playa that's so close. Get a coffee, like that kind of thing.
You can walk anywhere in Playa.
You can walk anywhere in Playa, and the beaches are nice. They're all right there, but you do get that, like, city feel. But I do think when it comes to, like, the music scene, Tulum is... Because, like, I find that, like, Playa is, like, a little bit more of, like, the open format or... that kind of feel. There's like one really, really good club there. I can't remember the name of it.
Probably
Santino's, I think. Yeah. That was very EDM or electronic music and rave-like, and it was really, really good. But Tulum was insane. Like, I've not partied like that in a very long time, to be honest with you. And I know, like, last time not that I want to change my statement, but I believe in everything in moderation. And, I had a big conversation about, doing drugs and drinking. And it's like, I always tell people possibly to pull back on that as much as you can, kind of thing. But definitely had some fun in Tulum.
Have you been to Tulum?
No, just Turks and Caicos.
It's a trip that you have to do.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. The beach is amazing. I did the Tulum ruins and like the sea turtle snorkeling. Like,
my friend ended up messaging you, Hernan, that the story that happened. Do you remember Hernan? You met him at Baba.
Yes, I did.
He it's so funny story. His mom went out. Like she's mom, right? Like she never goes out to party like that. And like anyway, like something happened. Like the cousin of Hernan invited his mom to Akumal, to this beach club to play, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And Hernan saw your story, and his mom was there watching your set. And
did you not know that?
No.
Yeah.
Was this in Playa?
No, in Tulum.
In Tulum? Oh my God, that's so funny.
Mother,
whenever you play there, he was like, man, like it's crazy.
Yeah.
My mom never goes out,
serious?
and my mom like stay up until 6 a.m. She messaged me like, oh, like we went to Akumal to see like this.
That's so funny. I know exactly what you're talking about, because when I did that night, like technically, like I didn't have like a lot of like, because I've never really been to Tulum. It's hard for me to be able to, even my agency management were trying to get into Tulum, but it's such a competitive, you know, industry to get, or area to get into. So I literally snuck on. Like I literally just like, haha, there's no more DJs right now. And I ran up and I was like, can I DJ? And they're like, I guess we have like 45 minutes left. Like, go ahead. And it was 6 a.m. and I just snuck on and played. But they were playing really like minimal tech music, and I was like, like one of these, and just like started like minimal tech, and then just like brought the bass in at like 6 a.m. and people were like, oh my God, like it was really funny. And then I did fire dance that night, which was really fun. So I wore like my friend Amrit, who's like an amazing like fire dancer out in Playa in Tulum, and she put like this fire crown thing on my head, and I didn't know what I was doing. She's like, okay, cool. Lit me up, and I was like, okay, I'm hopefully not gonna die. Like, I hope I got this. Yeah. And then I ended up doing that, which was really cool. But that party was insane. It was right on the beach. Yeah. And I think it was in Tulum, actually, realizing it. And
Akumal Beach, I think it was.
It was Akumal Beach, and what was great about it was it was very private, so like there was no issues of like noise complaints or anything like that, and the music was really cool. I remember DJs were doing like three channel mixing and like all of that kind of stuff too, which was really cool. And yeah, it was a really fun party. And then we meditated at the end. We all sat together and had a meditation circle and went home at 8 a.m, you know.
Really Tuluminati vibes.
Tuluminati vibes. And I think every single party, like one I went till 11 a.m. The other one I did not sleep and went till the next day and went to a cenote, and you know, another party at a cenote, and then like just stayed up and then slept, and then I had to fly the next day. And I just like, so, and I'm sitting here being like, I don't know why I'm like so tired. Like, why am I so tired?
I had a similar story where, like, I was down in Turks and Caicos for cooking. But the first time I went down, the first night I was there, the boss took us all out to eat. And there was this guy DJing, and he was not, like, not doing it. So I just, like, no joke, I just went up and I just kind of, like, hey man, can I show you some stuff a little bit? And then so then I started DJing, and it went off great. So I started dancing, and my boss was like, "Who the fuck is this guy just coming in here first night DJing?"
And then start DJing.
Yeah,
started DJing.
I'll probably stay there. Like, hey man, like, I'm not going back with you. I'm staying.
And then I've had clients ask me to come back after I'm done cooking for them, and I've DJ'd for them. Like,
so fun. That's so fun.
And that's as much as like having a mixer or like standing there with their phone and playing their like music.
That's so fun though.
Yeah. That's my extent of DJing down there. Also just cooking.
So I want to ask you, like, so why do you ended up stopping your stuff with the record label?
Saturate?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I was putting in hours every day to like. Well, as you know, like, you have to, the social media thing is, like, a lot more work than it looks. Like, back then, like I started getting into the third party apps where it would do it all at once, so that was helping. But I would say like the connections were really good. Like people that I really put on a pedestal that I really looked up to, I had connections with these people.
Yeah.
And that was really good, and that was a good learning experience. And just learning everything, but then like it was taking up a lot of my time. I wasn't listening to other genres of music. I was just constantly listening to the Dropbox of stuff that was being sent to me, right?
Yeah.
So that put me in like a very, a narrow thing
like
with music. And I've always been somebody, like I played instruments growing up, and I didn't really get into EDM or electronic music till I was an adult, right? And I miss listening to like punk music, like rap, hip hop, all that stuff, and I like miss doing that.
So you stopped because you kind of like got over it. Like,
I feel like I didn't have as much freedom with music anymore.
Yeah.
And the pay was I don't know, like not much, like €400 a month or something. And, And the connections were good. The learning experience was good. Learning how the social media sides of things work, and like how to like properly like do the files and all that stuff that's in the background. When you push a button on the screen, like somebody set that up, right? So doing it has to be consistent between all platforms, and there's something. So it's a lot of work. Like,
I know. I'm still learning, but it's a lot of work. And talking about record labels, you just had a release, right?
I did, It was an LA label called Dad Bod Rex, which is like the individuals that, it was my friend Jeff, who's a DJ. It's DJ, I'm so bad at always remembering DJ names. So it's like DJ ITG, I'm pretty sure. And I met him at Acaso, which is the music festival in Costa Rica that we'll talk about that too. That's like a great I forgot about how that festival went and all of that kind of stuff too. But we met at an after party, the Ocaso official after party, and we talked. And then my friend Mike, who owns the festival, had an after party at his place, and there was it was mostly actually like the staff and crew and like the owners and stuff like that. But there weren't actually a lot of DJs that were at the party except for me and Jeff. So we ended up DJing, and then he left, so I was like, fuck, I'm the only DJ here, so we're gonna do this. And it ended up being an 8-hour set, I think, till like 10:30 in the morning, where we had to like move the table a few times to keep me out of the sun because it was so hot. And like I think I DJed till 12 p.m. the next day, and it was such a cool experience because like by the day happened, people were there who were doing like the social media for Acaso were just like sitting near the pool doing work while I'm like DJing, and then while others are dancing, and then that kind of thing. And it was one of my favorite sets I've ever done. So we became friends, and then they invited me down to LA to play at like Techmia, which is an after-hour bar, and LA Sunset Sessions, which is like this like really cool. If anyone's been to Lavelle, do you know Lavelle in Toronto?
I think so.
It's like an outdoor pool deck kind of thing.
Kind of like Casa Cabana or Copacabana.
Yeah, it's like it's exactly like actually kind of is like Cabana. Yeah.
I used to go to Black Bar a lot. I think it was called that.
Black Box or Black Bar.
Talking Monsters, Zed's Dead.
Yeah, Zed's Dead. Wax Motif played there.
That's the spot I used to go.
It shut down.
Oh, I didn't.
But now they have Department, which is like similar vibes to it.
Okay.
Yeah, it just like revamped it pretty much, but. Yeah, and then Jeff was like, you should release on our label. And I was like, okay. And I released a song called You and I, which is definitely about like funny relationships that you have on trips that like you think are gonna work out and then they never work out, that kind of thing. Like the lyrics, you kind of hear it. And honestly, it was a Splice sample that I found, little vocals, but it was perfect. Like I heard it, I was like, oh, yep. Yep, this is perfect. Thank you, Splice. Sometimes that's a rant too, is like trying to find vocals on Splice. Like I just saw Linska make a post.
Like lately, I've been going. I've just been going for vocals. I struggle always for vocals.
Yeah, me too.
So like lately, I've just been digging into Beatport, like DJ tools. Like all the acapellas and stuff that they have.
So better for vocals.
Yeah,
that's a good idea. I didn't really think about that.
Splice?
Yeah, for all the producers over there, DJ tools.
I have an old email, and I can't remember what it is. I have like 6,000 credits or something on this.
On Splice, and now you can't
I can't get into it.
Can't get into it. Yeah. That's funny. I love Splice, but it's yeah.
I remember my nerdy friends were like, "Let's go farm Bitcoin in like grade 7."
And now you regret not going.
No, what the hell is that?
I did the same thing. I was like, I'm not gonna do that.
Now I'm an idiot.
Like,
I just don't know.
Yeah, Splice.
But yeah, so I ended up working, and then like.
I ended up doing that, and then I did with a different LA promoter company called Blind Tiger, who I met the year before at Acaso, and then I was like, well, if I'm going to LA, like I should just connect to all three or the two different promoters, and I did Blind Tiger Night Shift, which was a minimal tech show, and again, I do play minimal tech, but Night Shift, yeah.
I had one of those. Sean kind of helped run that, didn't he?
Maybe.
He definitely did.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Night Shift shirt, I got it from
Night
him.
Shift?
Yeah.
That's really cool. Yeah, I think it's Night Shift in LA, and then but I play it a little more bassy because it's just my heart and soul has a little of that bass in it, it was a good set, but it was so cool, and my photographer got some really great shots because of how the colors of the bar looked. It was like super red, but like very dynamic. And then LA Sunset Sessions was so fun. There was like a drummer and disco house to like everyone could play like disco, bass, like everything, and just kind of like did what they wanted to do, which was really cool. There was so much diversity in the sets. And then I played Tech Me Out at like 3:30 in the morning, which was like one of those 8 a.m. hour after hour spots. And I was really nervous for that set because I was like, I'm going to be playing music that's like kind of gangster, or like kind of like that Memphis rap feel.
That's something that I noticed the last show. Like you play a lot of like like it was kind of like techno-ish with rap vocals.
With rap on it, with rap vocals. Yeah, I don't know where it's coming from, but I think it's Toronto, like being in Toronto, and I make a joke that I play gangster ass, hoe ass shit. Like, there has to be something about being a freak, and there has to be something about being a gangster, and I don't know what that is, but that is just in my music, which is great. But so I played there, and was really, really fun, but it was a late night. That was another weekend that I was like, this is a late weekend, in Mexico, I'm really happy to have gotten the networking and gotten to get down there. I didn't play as much, but I got to network, which was really, really
network
cool.
And like all that stuff.
Yeah, so that's Dadbog Rex. You and I, listen if you guys want to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll put it in the description of the video,
perfect.
for sure.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Did you ever went to producing or anything like that? Yes.
I used to produce a lot. Yeah.
Like you used to do down tempo or something like that, no? Like down tempo.
Like drum bass, halftime drum bass.
Yeah. How did that go? Did you just stop it same as with the record label? Like you were like.
Pardon?
Did you stop producing at the same time you stopped with the record label?
I still do it.
Okay.
But just like super secretly, kind of.
Just like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's still something that I really like doing. Yeah, I just don't.
Yeah,
I'll send out stuff to the old guys and see what their opinions are, and this is more for fun now.
It's all for fun. But
if it's good, then labels will pick it up.
Yeah.
If it's not, then no.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you find like a hard time kind of like getting back and forward with labels and stuff?
Always. Oh my God. Like, I use TrackStack a lot, which is, I think I said this last time, I had Maxi Marikai. Do you know Maxi Marikai? It's like, they're pretty well known in ways, get back to me, but then they didn't answer back, so I sent my music, and then they never got back to me. I was like, shit. But that was like the one thing I got from TrackStack that was really, really cool, but I've definitely gotten like answers back, and like messages back of interest, but then a lot of the times like it gets like stuck in, because there's so many people sending music to labels, so you kind of have to keep up with the emails and keep reaching out or pushing and stuff like that. But I don't know, what do you feel?
Being on the other end of that, I would usually the back and forth is because the mastering guys like need it to be at a certain level before you can put it on like a vinyl. So that's usually
I think
a
like
lot
for
of the
a
back
label,
and forth
it's better
is like
to have
getting the mastering right.
Yeah, that's true.
I think the best way for a label is to have their own master engineer.
Yeah.
So the artist just send the -6 dB and
their own
same with
artist
Dad
guy, like everything. Museum, shout out to Museum.
Yeah.
He's really good.
Yeah.
He's done work with like Float In and stuff.
Yeah,
Cool.
I've tried Label Radar.
Yeah.
I didn't like it because like I was sending music, then labels were reaching back, and then they were we'll sign it, we'll for pay us like 60 euros, 40 euros. Like, well, why would I pay?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, for payment.
Like,
don't do that.
Yeah, no, I'm like, bro.
So the way we did it.
Yeah, it was the same thing. I found that with Label Radar too. I had a couple people do the same. Yeah.
Like, yes, we want your record, blah blah. But like, okay, if you want us to sign, you can give us 50 euros, and we'll just sign it and put it out, or you can give us 300 euros and like we add it to our. I was like, no.
The way we operated was like, if it's good enough, it gets on the label.
Yeah.
And then the sales, any sales are yours, and any
and
merchandise associated with your name is yours. Like, the cost of the. Like, I got paid very, very little, as I said earlier.
Yeah, no, I know. It's a long-term game for sure. It's not you're not gonna make money in the first 3 years, I guess. Like,
oh my God, no.
I guess 5 years you are breaking even, maybe.
Yeah.
If you have like a good amount of releases and like you have everything well done.
Well,
but
we stopped doing. By the end of it, we weren't even doing LPs or anything like that.
It was just singles,
it was
albums,
like 3. Yeah, singles, like Mondays. We had this Mondays thing that we would do. And those were the tracks that were singles, and maybe the artist isn't as well established yet, or they are, or maybe the track, maybe they'll send, like, usually they send like a packet of 3 or 4 tracks, and one of them is good enough, so that would go on Mondays instead of being its own EP. So that was a good way to get like singles. I found the Mondays was really successful.
Yeah,
I mean, yes.
Monday, Tuesdays I've heard are like some of the best.
Friday there's so much music.
So many people.
I think like 100,000 tracks every Friday.
Yeah, that's crazy.
100,000 tracks.
Yeah,
every
we did.
Friday.
It was MONDAZE.
Yeah.
Mondays.
Yeah, I also
Monday's finest.
Yeah, I also released independently a lot. Like when I did the Seven Deadly Sins project, I decided to say fuck it because I didn't want to have actually like a label to tell me what to do. I was like,
no, it's fair.
It's because it was a project and it was very deep, dark, and I was releasing a lot of energy and all of that kind of stuff that I wanted it to be independent. But my next release that I'm putting out in May is because it's like a kind of concept art kind of thing with a visual and stuff like that. It's independent, but what I do have and I can give to people is a great growth hacker too that helps with just like an SEO, Spotify, playlister, that kind of thing, that if you invest, like I think so many people like say, oh, I just release on Spotify and it gets views. No, people invest money into their music to be able to get the views that they get. Like a lot of people do, unless they get on labels too. Or put into ads. Like Spotify ads are great too. But I kind of have like a little team that's been helpful that I can like release music and then it gets kind of seen in the way that it does. But what I've noticed is that like you can only invest so much and then after you can still get streams after, but just like that little push can help then build the streams that you want. But yeah, I'm doing like a concept thing. The song's called like Test Subject, and it's kind of just about I was working in human intelligence and PR, and it was a lot, and I saw a lot of different kind of scary things about the world, and I wanted to kind of write something about that and what I saw and what that kind of felt like. So it was kind of hard for me to be like, hey, label, like, do you want to jump on this? I was like, no, this has to be from my own heart and my own soul and stuff like that. So I think there's like a little bit back and forth that you can do. But do you guys know Kaisa? Is it Kaisa? She did Hideaway, that like big song in like 2010 that...
I wanna hide away, that one?
Yeah. I think it's, and it's like she's very like, it's like kind of high pitched. Like she has like a great vocal range, like very crazy vocal range of a high pitched. Yeah. She's independent now and like does everything independently. So
yeah, I mean, once that you reach some potential, well, like some numbers, I think like if you wanna like, you can go independent and then start growing your brand.
But labels do help a lot.
Sony and Paramount own, I think like 90% of signed music or something like that.
Paramount is it's buying everything.
I know buddies that they do this. They sign the contract, but then you see their face on like Dundas Square or something, right?
Yeah.
Did you?
But they have to pay for that.
They have to pay for that.
Yeah.
I was gonna add. I was like almost. So there was a while back. I had a really. I'm not gonna say names or anything like that, but I had a crappy manager that came in that was trying to make a Warner Brothers deal for me, which was really, really cool, and I was really excited about it and all that kind of stuff. But the biggest thing that people need to understand is that the money that like a Warner Brothers gives you, let's say like you get a label deal, and they give you $50,000 or like $100,000. That's not free money. No. That's a loan.
Yeah.
And you have to get the sales and break that. And you're screwed. And I realized that like when I was kind of going back and forth of this interest in this deal, I was like, I would love to take it, but I kind of found that they wanted me to be something that was a little bit more Sabrina Carpenter-like versus the DJ kind of feel. And I was like, that's not who I am right now. And I also found that I was like, I can't take this loan with the manager and the team that I'm working with right now. But that's something I really want to tell people of just being like, don't just read your contracts, but also like remember that like if you get these deals, you're getting a loan. You're not getting
all that glitters isn't gold.
Yeah, exactly. It's not gold. It's genuine. You have to put a lot of effort in. So but yeah.
It is what it is. Like you gotta learn. And the last time you were here, you mentioned something about Groover.
Groover?
Yeah. What is like? I thought I forgot.
Gosh, Groover. Okay, so Groover, I haven't used it for a while. I honestly thought it was really good, and I had some answers back, but like, it's kind of like
for labels.
It's labels. Media, so it's like press. So if you want to get it like on EDM blogs or radio stations or stuff like that. I should use it more because I think I'm still paying the subscription for it, and I haven't really used it, which is funny. But I didn't have as much luck on it as I wished. I did get some answers back and some people trying to connect me to people and stuff like that, but it wasn't like amazing. The biggest thing that I've been using lately was TrackStack to send labels to, or send my music to labels. And now lately, honestly, I'm just starting to be like, I hear Chris Lake is going out or playing in Toronto. Great, I'm going to work my ass off to see if there's any way I can get into VIP or artist and talk to people and be able to have the conversation with the artist, or just getting out to the community. That's like my biggest thing at this point that I'm finding is working a lot better is like getting face-to-face or one-on-one with people. This year, I'm working with Acaso kind of on the public relations funding perspective, so helping finding funding and stuff, and that's been really, really helpful to be able to have some really cool one-on-one experiences with, like, DJs. Like, I was very close with, like, not close with them personally, but got to be very, very close with, like, in vicinity to, like, Martinez Brothers or Chris Lake or Vintage Culture or stuff like that. And I know I'm finding that face-to-face, getting with the community, being a part of that kind of stuff is helping me a lot more than some of the online. But also on the other side of it, working online, you can do everything online and get your music out anywhere you need to. You can be anywhere in the world. And so it's kind of like that weird balance kind of thing, but I'm definitely holding accountable to myself to send more emails out and do a little bit more of that stuff. So
it used to be about like being on certain email lists pretty much.
Oh, my hair's falling out.
I was distracted.
And the email list, you said?
It used to be just like being on certain email lists. Like, Like there's a guy in town here that's writes a lot of music for like commercials and Disney movies and stuff, and he teaches a program of how to license your own music at Holland College.
Oh, crazy!
I think his name's Mike. But anyways, he's very successful, and that's somebody if you want to get into licensing your music and like getting it out there, because like if you can get your music on these lists, that these people that work for Disney and stuff, they go through these emails, right, and then that's how they hear it. Essentially.
I met a
girl. He has all those connections. I can't remember his name. I think it's Mike, but he teaches a little program that you can.
I met a girl that she makes she makes the soundtrack for the commercial of Royal Caribbean,
Royal Caribbean, nice.
And she gets paid like $100K,
royalties.
Of royalties, just for I think it was like 90 seconds commercial.
Well, I thought like a lot of you can make these little things in video games and and nothing with vocals in it, and they'll use it in like Netflix shows or whatever, right? And it's like a little thing. My buddy Josh was telling me about it, and that's that's a route to go down if you want to make some money, actually.
You're making me think about it again, because I've definitely worked on a few of licensing commercials and video games and stuff like that. I think it was one of the Zelda games that I was able to be a part of with a friend in Toronto. Mm-hmm. And I don't get a lot of royalties now, but I do get a little bit of money from it still.
Yeah, that's cool.
Which was really cool, but I think that's a good point. I might get back into the licensing of music.
I mean, it's a grind.
It is a grind.
If you want to make a living, I think...
That's what people are doing. Ghost production to all of this kind of stuff.
Licensing.
Yeah, licensing.
Learning how to license.
What are your thoughts about ghost production?
I have love-hate relationship to it. I have ghost produced for people and also been in a situation that I have also worked with a co-producer. So, I have to think. I think I understand what it's like when you're so busy. If you've taken the time to learn how to write music and you're hitting a point that as touring is coming in and DJ is coming in and you're starting to get so busy to finish music, I do have an understanding why ghost producers come in and co-producers come in to help you finish tracks and mixing and mastering and engineers and stuff like that. But I do sometimes have a hard time when I see artists, and I know there's a lot of them out there that haven't put any initiative to actually learn how to write music and have just used a ghost producer. Yeah. And then now they're playing main stage, but then there's artists that are out there that are so talented, and then
a team versus
I would rather the teenager that's killing it in the bedroom be able to play on the main stage than the one that's paying.
I'd rather make music and not be in front of people.
I mean, that's fair. A lot of people
that's how I feel on a personal level.
Yeah. What are your thoughts? Do you
I would prefer to just write music and not be in front of people. I mean, DJing is really fun. I like it. I love the feedback loop thing that happens. You're giving out the energy, the energy comes back. That's fun.
I feel like DJ is the...
But I'm not much of a look at me kind of guy,
Yeah,
so I battle with those feelings a lot. Yeah.
I know, but I feel like DJing it's when you have fun, and then when you make the work is in the studio.
In the studio.
Where you're sitting down.
See, I'm the other way around. I love writing music, but I love DJing. I'm such a fucking little Leo performer.
Yeah, exactly. It's that's what I mean. Whenever you DJ, you're there to have fun and enjoy, not to stress yourself. You're there in the studio. Whenever you're okay, fuck, I need to
going through the fucking samples.
I've never been stressed.
No stress, but the stress of this can be sounding way better than it does right now.
Yeah,
True.
that. Oh,
I like that.
Yeah. See, no, I get I'm with you. I get so frustrated.
You're listening to your track and it's okay, it's good, but I need it to be better.
Yeah. I can do that when I sound design sometimes. I'm I'm referencing a track and I want it to sound like something and I can't get it to sound exactly what I want to, and I'm just
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just sitting there, just having a hard time. Yeah.
But I guess it's part of
it's part of the process. Yeah.
I'm currently wiping my laptop and when I go home, I'll get the new Hamilton probably and
do it all.
Because I go through phases. I go through long breaks. And then I let all these feelings kind of build up. Yeah. And then it gets to a point where okay, I have to get this out.
Yeah.
And that's where I okay, this is the music means something now, and
I know,
you can feel it. And,
I do feel that actually that people need to take breaks sometimes.
Feelings build up, and then it can't help myself.
And
even if it's not good or it's something that anyone's ever going to even
you
hear,
need to do something else.
It's the process of doing it is healing.
Like if you are just focused on music and you just do music all day, and it's hard. Like you cannot force creativity,
you can't force
right?
it.
But like if you're doing music every day for like let's say 4 hours, then you go and do your life again. Like go work, come back. I feel like creativity still flows more instead of like just doing a 24-hour sprint in the computer. Then
there are days, there's been times that I've played or I've written like every single day, and then there's times that I've taken a month to 2 months off, and I don't feel bad about it. I've genuinely, there was a time in Costa Rica that I just genuinely took a healing time. Like I was just like, I need to sit. I've been burnt out. I'm tired. Toronto was like so cold, and I was working a lot, and I was writing a lot, and then there was a lot going on, and I just wasn't like, it was kind of interesting. My manager was like kind of worried about me because he was just like, you are so burnt out, like you are not yourself right now. And I needed the time in Costa Rica. Like I just genuinely was like, I need some time just to be at the beach and lay here and sleep or hang out with friends or not worry about everything. And I think there's such a push in this industry to be go all the time.
Like the reel that is going around that, like the girls like, oh, this is what you need to do to be a DJ. So you gotta have a brand. Then not have a brand.
And I'm just like, I think you have
be 90% stickers.
Yeah, literally, like just like not be
dad
like
hats and long tees.
Yeah, or like it's just the industry sometimes can be very pushy. And not even like people being pushy, it's just like the actual like society or like the idea of it. And I'm just like, you don't have to be, man. You just have to do what works for you, and that works for you is what's gonna help you, So
I mean, at the end of the day, it's also like, I don't know, like for like I've been doing the same. Like I've been doing a lot of music, like writing a lot of music, just because I like, I don't know, it's just like just kind of like something.
Gives a flow.
Yeah, exactly. Something that's going, but like if there's days that I try to force it, nothing's like you're just gonna stare to the computer for like 3 hours, 2 hours, and you're not gonna do nothing. And
the funniest is when you think you have such a banger, and then you get up the next day, play it, and it sounds like a completely different song, and it sounds like some alien made it, and you're like, whoa, God, what was I thinking last night?
But like the cool part is whenever you sit down and then you write a full track and it sounds good, and it's like, oh shit, I made this in like 5 hours, 6 hours.
Oh, the shortest, the 4 hour period. I don't know what it is, but the track's made in 4 hours for me, anyways.
No, like
seem to be like
it's that's real. Like all the biggest artists, all the
4
biggest
hours.
artists,
I don't know what it is.
All the biggest artists, like the best songs that they did is like literally a few hours. Not more than a day.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. I kind of make a joke that
you
it's
get
like,
the idea out.
Yeah.
You polish it up.
First 30 minutes.
That's it.
First 30 minutes.
So you end up with like 2 ideas, maybe. Dude, I had trouble Frankenstein tracks, I called them. You spend too much time, and then you end up with like 20 ideas in one track.
Yeah.
It's like this track could be broken up into like 20 different songs, essentially.
I know, but the best tracks that a lot of the big artists make is just like
4 hours.
Because you get tired of it too, and you want to keep adding stuff, and then it just makes it worse.
The simplicity is key too. I think that's something I had to learn. Because I was a dancer, I had a mentor friend that was like, I like your music, but you're literally changing. I think I said this last time in the podcast, where like in dance you change like a layer, let's say, of your music or of your dancing every like 4 to 8 beats. And like I was doing that so much in music where it's like, no, you can literally leave like the same loop or the same idea for 32 or like 16. And it'd be like 4, 4, 4. And he was like, bro, like what are you doing? It's like, where am I going? Like,
that's the thing,
so I had to like really learn to just like calm down, and it's like okay to just have.
You have the one idea, you do it, and
you got it.
And then you continue and do the next. I don't know, because I also feel that a lot of people struggle with this too. Whenever you finish an idea and you're like, okay, no, now I need to move this. And no, now I need to fix this. And you never finish fixing the little thing, right? And I think like once you are done, you're okay. Sounds good. Yes, okay. released.
It's never
now
finished.
move to the next one.
Yeah, it's never finished.
It's always abandoned. Yeah, I think a lot of art, whether it's music or painting or any type of art, is just
it's not.
You feel like you're abandoning it. It's never done. You know.
Never.
You have
it's
to.
like 90%.
You have to get good at like, okay, this is done.
And be like, okay, part ways with that part, and then that's it.
Yeah.
So what's next for you? You mentioned you want to go back to Mexico.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back. Okay, so there is like a kind of plan-ish. So possibility. So what I'm doing in June, I got some gigs in Costa Rica, and then I'm gonna work on getting gigs in Tulum. So I'm gonna do 17 days in Tulum, and then like 17 days in Costa Rica because. And partly is my friend Mike, who does Acaso. It's his birthday, July 5th, so I'm going to probably stay a little bit in that. I go back to PEI for a little bit to see family, go back to Toronto. Then I'm going to I've been invited to maybe go to Europe, and I would like to do it, but...
We're talking about that.
Yeah, the networking and, like, the idea of going down to Europe, maybe even do a visa for a weekend. Like, there is that...
I know a guy, Simon... Do you remember from the Italian
he's coming
guy?
back. He's coming back.
Okay. He's been on visa. He's like all about that.
Like it's like Simon. He's a nomad. He's like he's been all over the place, and he's a DJ too. And he's a really good DJ. He played last weekend in London, and he's always like he goes to.
I really want to talk to him then, because I feel like we're both doing that nomad thing. Like I feel like because I don't have a lease. Like I literally have just been living in a backpack for the last little while.
Yeah, he's a
He
server.
wrote a book. Do you know that?
Huh?
He has a book that he's written.
I have no idea. Really?
Yeah.
Bro.
I don't know if I'm supposed to. It's like under another alias. I don't know.
Yeah. But
he's such an enigma.
That guy, he travels every season, works as a server. And then he just moves he went to Africa, worked in Africa. DJ there, then went to Switzerland, DJ there. Then I think he's coming from Italy. He DJ
crazy.
There. He just and I was gonna say something about related to. Oh yeah, Europe. What about ADE?
Oh, ADE. Thought about doing Amsterdam. I would love to go.
I'm planning to go this year.
You think you're going this year? Nice.
Fingers crossed, yeah.
I might talk to some friends that do like some of the media pages and see if I can go down and do media for it. That's something that's really helped me is like if you can get a part of like a collective or a media company or something like that in electronic music, and then you can go work for it, and then you go meet people and you get like one-on-one moments. Like I did that with EDM.com, and then have helped not too much with like EDM House Network, but been a part of that crew, or like the Porcano. I talked last time about the Porcano crew. But yeah, I genuinely think if you can do any of that kind of stuff, it can be helpful. I can probably like send you some media pages that would definitely be looking for that too.
I would love to, because it
helps.
Yeah, like I would love just to go there and sit on all the conferences that they do and learn and all that stuff, and I think it's really interesting just to and all the connections and networking that you can make there.
It's crazy. That's a really good one. Yeah, I've been invited, but I have to see, and it's more now like funding, like just what I really want to do. I might end up going back. I don't know why, but I want to go back in Tulum in August too. There's an idea of that, but it's not going to be the best weather. I think it's like because it's like stormy season, right?
No, it's more September. Whenever it starts, like hurricane season, I think.
Yeah. Okay. And it's also that like I in the wintertime want to spend a bunch of time in like Latin America, so because of that I might stay in Toronto and save and make as much money as possible, save a bunch of money, and then just really focus when I'm down there on DJing and writing music and doing that kind of stuff, because I do some remote work, and as I said, I own a PR agency that works with like media pages and EDM and different companies that need consulting and stuff like that. But that's part of it, what I'm doing with Acaso this year. So I'm going to have to focus on that while I'm in Costa Rica. But I would like to pick up like one more thing and then be able to do that maybe in like Mexico or stuff like that. So, so I have to figure out exactly what I'm doing. But I'm also thinking I've been invited to play in San Francisco and then LA in September. So I might do like 2 weeks in September.
Oh, nice.
there and start in San Francisco and then go to LA.
Nice. Have you ever heard of Splash House?
Yes. Yeah.
What are your thoughts about that?
I haven't heard, I'm not super close or know a lot about Splash House, but I think it's pretty cool.
I think they invited me to go play in Splash House.
Yeah.
It's August 15. LA.
You should do it.
So yeah, I already booked everything, the hotels and stuff, but the only problem is that my fucking papers. Canadian, I can't leave the country until I get my work permit, and I went to apply for my U.S. visa, and they kept my passport, and they are not gonna give it to me until I get my paper. It's just a shit ton of bullshit that it's going on with my documents. So I wanna go.
Citizenship here though.
No, I'm waiting for it, bro. I've been waiting.
Oh.
I'm in the last every time I enter the process in the RCCA in the government page is approve, confirmation pending.
Oh, so that's so annoying. Oh,
so yeah, right now, exactly. Right now, my lab it's on hold. So right now, it's just okay, I wanna go. I wanna do traveling. We were supposed to go to Thailand in February, my girlfriend and I, and other friends, but we had to cancel because I cannot leave the country, right? So
hopefully soon.
Yeah,
next 4 to 6 months, and hopefully.
It's been.
What's great though is that even if you can't do it right now, it doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to do it in 6 months. They'll understand.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
It sucks, but
yeah.
Canada. Right?
I'm sorry, I had to do the Canada.
Canada.
Yeah.
And just want to touch this topic about, because we talked a little bit about Babas, whenever we were in the back about the Toronto scene, that it's hard, and so what are your thoughts? How are you coming back to play there?
3.5 fucking years to be able to get sets in Toronto. It was actually a little bit tricky to be able to grow in Toronto, because the issue is that there's so much going on, but there's so many different people doing events that you kind of have to be a part of a collective of people. Yeah. And my issue is that I never work that way because I'm a social butterfly. Yeah. Therefore, I kind of jump around to different groups of different people. So I'm never, not that I'm not super close to some of the scene members and things like that, but I'm always jumping around. So I think that's part of why it's kind of like that for me. But now, since leaving Toronto and getting gigs in Costa Rica and getting gigs in other places, now they're all
let's bring
her, let's book her. So that kind of thing is going on. Good. But I think it's different for everyone. I think go for it and see what happens. But I just do find I get a lot of people that want to come DJ in Toronto, and I work very, very hard to connect them to the right people or talk to people and get them to come play. And they, unfortunately, it may not happen or stuff like that. But it's because it's so much going on, and they all, how do I explain this? There is an oversaturation of DJs in Toronto. There's a very, very competitive scene. There's so many DJs and artists living in Toronto because of it being the capital of Canada pretty much for music in different ways too. Vancouver is too in ways and stuff, but there's so much music happening in Toronto. So because of that, I think, and there's only so many bars that you can play. There's so many artists, and there's only so many clubs. So my other advice that I think for Toronto that is helpful is build your own thing, your own kind of promotional company where you could do a guest list, and do a collaboration with someone in Toronto, and then bring your people, and then they bring their people, and then together kind of do that thing. But I've just had so many people ask, and I'm I genuinely cannot promise anything. But I can give the names, and I can connect you to the right promoters, and I can do all those kind of things. But I do find, I go, there's certain clubs that I play there, and it's the same group of people playing every single weekend.
And the thing that I found is that I know DJs in the scene there and stuff, and it's kind of not everyone. I will say probably from 100 DJs that I know from Toronto, I'll say 5 people produce and put music out.
Yeah.
And that's, I find something that's weird.
Notice that too. I noticed that too. A lot of DJs don't actually produce music in Toronto. I found that very interesting too. And but I love it there. It's my home base now.
The Alberta scene was always really good for drum and bass producers and
guys
Small and Adam and all those guys, that whole crew.
Alberta and BC are great. Yeah, Sister Mary.
All those guys, they're really good at producing music.
Yeah.
That seems like the opposite of that.
Yeah, Alberta and BC is very opposite when it comes down to that. Like, there's like such a prominent production, music production, and DJing and
really
artists.
Good.
Yeah,
There's
Toronto
is
isn't
over there in Alberta. Like producing music.
Yeah, there really is. I completely agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah, like a lot of the good Canadian producers are from out west. Like.
Yeah, most of them are, but also there's like been some people that have really killed it. Like we were talking about last night, like Hunter Siegel, who came like the last year that's come out. He did that Stephanie remix.
Oh yeah.
With Clooney, and then
he has like 5 different aliases.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
Hunter does.
Hunter. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, he has done a lot of, and he does a lot of music and helps a lot of artists with their music too. I've seen that before.
Yeah, he's awesome. I used to talk to him a lot back in the day.
Yeah. He's really funny. He's a funny dude. I've worked at him. I was telling him last night.
Is he from Toronto?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm really good friends with his visual artist, Ewan. Mm-hmm. Pray First Diva, I think is his alias name. And I've like come over to like their studio sessions, and they're just like egging each other on and just being complete like, shitheads to each other, which is really, really funny. But yeah, there's a couple artists that I've noticed that like the last year. But I think what I've learned in Toronto too is like it's any scene that can happen is like, and why I think branching out is so important too is like you can get really caught up in one scene, in a local scene, and stick in that local scene, and that happens in Toronto too. And I think branching out and getting yourself out there, or staying at home, not going out, and focusing on music or doing those things, like Toronto is like the right city for that, because like there's the right group of people, and there's a lot of labels, and there's a lot of connections and festivals and things like that. It's just, I don't know, it's just you need to understand what your focus is. Same with Tulum. It's like you can party all the time, but you need to draw the line of like when it's time to go home.
When it's time to go to sleep.
When it's time to go to bed, which I kind of learned in Tulum, somewhat. Somewhat, but
it's party never stops. You only see beautiful people all around there. And
same in Toronto though. It's the same. You can go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah, but there's something about partying in the city and partying in the jungle.
Yes.
Like the vibes are completely dark to daylight,
Daylight, like, exactly.
Yeah, Turks and Caicos has some it's probably the same kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like you're in the beach vibes. Everyone is there to kind of like different vibe, because everyone there is kind of to relax in a way. Like with an open mindset, more like I feel in the city it's more like industrialized and fast-paced kind of living,
Yeah, it is. It very much is. Yeah, it'll be interesting going back. I've I think 3 gigs so far in Toronto for the month, which will be good. But I'm pushing for more 100%, but I'm also just like allowing myself to kind of not take a break. I'm actually working. Like I'm getting back to work. I'm going to work my butt off to make as much money as I can and be able to go travel again. Like it's not that I love Canada. We've had this conversation also yesterday. I do have a very appreciative to be Canadian, but I think I'm just in my stage in my life that I just want to travel the world and be able to DJ as much as I can and travel the world and see as much as I can. And that's kind of like why I'm kind of taking a break from Canada a little bit, just because I've been DJing for 10 years. Saying that out loud, I cannot believe that it's been 10 years. And dubstep, open format, house, all these different things. And like I've seen the North American scene, I've seen the Canadian scene, I got to go to Shambhala, I've gotten to go to Base Coast, I've gotten to go to some of these really amazing festivals, Picnic Tonic in Montreal, like all of this stuff, and I've experienced so many amazing things in Canada, but I want to venture out and see like what else is out there, kind of thing. So that's why part of it why I want to go to Europe too.
100%.
Yeah, just in that young traveling age of just I want to see the world,
exploring the world. What about you, bro? Do you have anything else coming up with music or stuff, or right now you're music? Or you're just like literally
mostly chef stuff. But music, I do have the itch. Like, I'm feeling it. That's why I'm wiping my laptop and resetting it up.
And then...
Because I still, it's always something. Like, I've always been someone that just, like, I don't really watch TV or anything. I just listen to music all day, every day. So I've always been that kind of guy. And, I want to get back into it. We'll see. I kind of, I'm at the point where I'd like to have someone to bounce ideas off of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would be nice to do that.
100%. 100%.
But, it's hard to...
Especially right now, like summer, like, it's coming for you. You're probably busy, you know? Like,
like for cooking.
Cooking.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely more of a winter thing for me, the music.
Yeah.
For sure. Can't do everything.
Yeah, it's the biggest thing. There's only so much time in the day.
I wish, but...
What about you? Do you have any festivals or any big gigs coming for the plan for summer?
Summertime, was a push for Electric Island, and then I applied for Bass Coast. I was gonna maybe do Shambhala, but I think I'm honestly, again, like, I'm very focused because of the winter time and the festivals that I'm gonna do in the winter time. And LA and San Francisco in September, and I'm actually pushing to be able to do Coachella possibly next year. And then there's some push for New York and Chicago. I'm being kind of focusing on those shows versus festivals in Canada this summer, but I think next year I'm going to make a big idea to do the summer festivals and really push it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why.
Festivals. Near the end of my like DJing, like I just played festivals a lot. Like I loved that. Like doing the festival circuit around the Maritimes.
Around the Maritimes.
If you can do it, yeah.
Well, now there's only one festival.
Yeah, it's Future Forest.
Future Forest, because like the other one got canceled.
Well, I think Electric Pines got canceled.
Electric Pines, because like they are not able to do it more in the land because of the fires or whatever. So they canceled it for this year. Last year got canceled too, so I don't know.
I'm only doing 2. I might be going to Shams actually this year, but as they got a food truck to cook people food and sell it, not for music.
I think honestly Shams is so fun.
I'm thinking also cooking, helping my friend Manny. We're going to set up a little booth at Valleyfield for cooking.
Yeah.
So, still festivals, but
just
a different...
different capacity.
Thing. Yeah. It's fun to like change things up.
I love festivals, but I do find they're a lot on you. Like when I did the EDM.com tour, I did Faded in the Park, Shambhala, Bass Coast. Then did I do one more? I did a lot of stuff in Vancouver, but like even just like the back-to-back month of 3 festivals, like go. Then I did Boiler Room that year festival, and then I did Electric Island, and so I did like 6 festivals in a summer. It was exhausting. Like I was exhausted. I'm thinking about doing Burning Man actually. I'm now getting a good connection to that too, and some people there, and I think I'm gonna try to do not this year but next year Burning Man. But my other big thing about festivals is that what I'm doing for Acaso, that's my main, that's my baby, you know what I mean? That's my little fam jam and like my people and stuff like that, so therefore I'm really focused on that festival. But yeah, that you've given me the goal to push for next summer to make sure that I have as many festivals or playing festivals and stuff like that.
Those festivals are the best.
Yeah, they're awesome. I love a good dirty camping festival.
DJing festivals,
Yeah, I need a good
I'm not so much like a bar club DJ. I love DJing a festival.
Oh, 100%.
Oh man, such a good time.
I just want to have baby wipes and be in a fucking tent and be dirty as hell, dusty, wearing a bandana, wiping myself with a baby wipe.
Every time I would camp, they were like, "You want artists?" Like, I'm like, "No, put me in with the animals."
Yeah.
Well, guys, I think we're running out of time because there's someone missing the studio.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
But thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
It was nice catching up.
Yeah,
to catch
definitely.
Up again with you too. Your socials so people can follow you.
Yeah.
Them to the
100%. It's CINNEDI music for Cinnedi music, and then I think if that's for Instagram and Facebook, it's just Cinnedi. So yeah.
Well, if you just want to look me up, I'm the only Tyler Lamont. LONT. So literally just Google that.
Love it.
Perfect. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. See you.
Thank you.